Hello viewers, hello my students, hello everyone. Welcome to Teachers My channels one more time. And very greetings to everyone that is watching, no matter the time and then the actual location you are watching from. Okay, one more time, my name is Teacher Ima and I'm here to help you, guide you through your ICT career. Okay, today's class, what we have today, the topic is Introduction to Computers. Yes, this class provides a beginner guide to computers covering essential concepts, the basic operations and other stuff. Okay, I will help you explore how the computer works and then much more. So without wasting much time, let's begin our class. Okay, before I start, I want to ask everyone, what is the meaning of computer? Okay, teachers and the school or some other platforms has taught us many definitions about computer. Yes, a lot of researchers have come out with different view of computers in terms of the definition. But what do I have for you today? When we say a computer, everyone will agree to me that whenever we ask the meaning of a computer, we just define it as computer is an electronic device that processes data into meaningful information. So, this definition, I want us to break this definition down so that we can understand exactly the meaning of what a computer. Because there are some machines that behave like a computer but not a computer. Yes, we have some machines that operate like a computer, but it is not part of computers, or it is not computer. Okay, let's define the meaning of computer. We said in the beginning, we said computer is an electronic device. Okay. One, underline the word electronic. We said a computer is an electronic device. Okay. That process information. Yeah, it processes information based on instruction called programs. Wow. Okay. We said computer. Yeah, it's an electronic device. And we had another one that it processes information based on what instructions called programs. Okay. When we continue, we can say it stores, it retrieves and processes data, enabling various types like calculations, communications, and entertainment. This is the definition of a computer that someone has come with. In some books, we will say computer is an electronic device that processes data, store, and display it to the computer user as a meaningful information. Okay, let's break this definition down. One, we said computer is an electronic device. What makes it an electronic device? The reason why we say computer is an electronic device, what do you understand about the computer being an electronic device? Okay, when we say computer is an electronic device, it is because the computer uses an electricity. Computer function only when connected to power source. Yeah, computer can only function when it is connected to what? A power source. What power are we talking about? Electricity. So the electronic was derived from the word electricity. Rather, or it might function. Either we put batteries or we use direct power. You can use solar to power a computer. It will work. We can use batteries to power computer. It works. Our laptops uses battery. But the battery, what charges the battery? It is the electricity. That makes it what? An electronic device. So we said computer will only function when there is what? Electrical power flowing through the what? The computer. Okay. 2. Electronic components. Inside a computer, we have microprocessor, transistors, resistors, and what? Capacitors working together to process what? Data. So this component that I have mentioned, the microprocessor, the transistors, resistors, and what? Capacitors, they all use electricity. They all use electricity to function. Yeah, without electricity, they cannot work at all. They cannot work because these are what? Electrical components. Yes, this component rely on electrical what? Signal to operate. Yes, okay. 3. The binary system. You see, the computer what? Process data in terms of what? Binary. That is the only language the computer does what? Understand. So computer process data in a form of what? Binary code. That is zeros and ones, which is presented electrical what? Signal. Are we getting it? The computer, it is either working or not. It's on and off. So this binary code is what? An electrical signal. Yeah, like someone will say, all the softwares are electrical current. Yes, it is true. So, but without electricity, you cannot see the various softwares that you are seeing on the screen. That makes it what? An electronic what? Device. Okay, point 4. Electronic what? Data processing. The central processing unit, the CPU, and other components use electrical impulse to carry out instructions, perform calculations, and manage what? Task. So the central processing unit, before it can what? Accomplish a task, or before you can process any data, the central processing unit, that is the CPU, needed what? Electrical current, so that it can boost it, it can ginger it, it can what? It can make it powered, so that yeah, it can work. So all these things comes together so that the computer can work. That's why we are saying computer is what? An electronic device. Without electricity, the computer cannot work. Without electricity, the computer cannot work. Okay, another one, we said process data. Everything you see on the screen, or everything, every task that you perform on the computer, it has to be processed before you see everything on the screen. Even listening to music, playing games, watching movies, everything that you do on the computer, it has to be processed, because anything you feed the computer with, the computer does not understand it. Every input that you send it to the computer does not understand. So before the computer can know what you are doing or know the instructions you are pushing on, it needed to be processed. Yeah, work on the data before it can work. Why are we saying work on the data? It's like human being, our digestive system. The body needed nutrients in order to what? Move. So before you can get the nutrients, you need to eat. So what breaks down the food into what? The nutrients that the computer, the body needed. Let's bring the same idea to the computer. So before you can get a computer working, or whatever you are working on the computer, I said you need to digest. Yes, the processor need to work on it before the computer will understand what it means. Everything you send to the computer becomes what? Data. Before you can see it, read it, and do whatever with it, it needs to be processed to what? Information. So after this data has become an information or meaningful to the user, at first the computer does not understand it. Now the computer does not have anything called understanding on the what? The data you fed to the computer. So the computer receives the data and then processes on it, so that you can what? Get all the activities that you are doing on it. Okay, in the definition, we said what? Process information or data based on instructions. Yes, before the computer can work, you need to give the computer instructions before it can work. Yeah, we have some robots that have been programmed. So you see the robots alone working. It has been programmed already. The program which has been installed on the chip or the memory of the robot is what forcing the hardware, forcing the other components to perform an operation. That's why we say computer receive instructions, because input and output is part of computing. Yes. Okay, let's go. We said it can store. Computer can store data. Yes, we have various memory types in the computer that stores data, and do some store data permanently and some to temporary. So they are all storage medium. So they all store data, and then we said it carries out information. Before you know what you are doing, you need to see everything on the screen or hear everything through the speaker and other devices. Yes, so all these things comes together to form computer. That's why we are saying computer is an electronic device that processes data into meaningful information. So before it can process data into meaningful information, it has to store the data and then do whatever you needed. Okay, we have known the definition of a computer. Yes, let us know some of the basic functions of the computer. So, one, when we say the basic functions of the computer, what the computer does? Yes. Okay, 1.1, we have input. Input, accepting data or anything called information. The reason why sometimes I use data and sometimes I use the information is someone's data can be your information and someone's information can be my data. So whatever you have, whenever you push it to the computer in the first time, it becomes what? Data. Yeah, that's what I mean. So input, accept information from user through devices like keyboard, mouse, and microphone. As I'm speaking to you and you are hearing me now, I'm using microphone. So the microphone will receive the noise and then push it to the computer to work on it. Yeah, before you can see your A that you are typing, you are using the keyboard to type. When you strike A, you see the A on the screen. So the keyboard is a medium that is feeding the computer with the data. Yes, the mouse, you right click, you left click, you scroll. They are all instructions given to the computer. Your webcam, you see the webcam, you use it to take pictures, do live streaming and other stuff. The webcam will receive your image and then send it to the computer. So the webcam becomes an input device. The keyboard becomes an input device. The microphone becomes an input device. Please, are you getting me? If you have any question, you can put the question under the comment section. I'll read it and then get back to you. Okay, another point is we have processing. The central processing unit, CPU, process data using instruction from the software. Yes, why are we saying software here? Though the CPU is hardware. Okay, any computer without an operating system, you can't use it. Without operating system, you can't use it. Because if you want to, let's say, type a letter using any word processing software, whenever you strike the keyboard, you send electrical signal. You will not see A moving in the space to the monitor. No, you will not see it like that. It will just send electrical signal to the computer. So when the computer receives the electrical signal, it is the operating system duty to what? Move this electrical signal to where it is going, to its destination. So everything that enters the computer needs to pass through the processing unit before you see anything, or before the computer itself understands it. So you can't just enter something to the computer without processing. It has to go through the processing cycle. So it is the operating system duty to carry that action. Yes. Okay, another function is storage. Save data for future use on device like hard disk drive, SSD drive, and what? USB flash drives. Earlier I said we have a temporary and a permanent what? Storage medium. Yeah, some stores data whenever the computer goes off, it loses all the data. And then we have other one that stores it permanently. It will not go anywhere unless you yourself delete it. Even if you delete it, it is still on the drive. Yes, you have deleted something from the drive, you can still have it back. Yes, it has a medium that will store the data. So some of the device that does not store data permanently is the RAM, the random access memory, and the cache. The random access memory is the physical device, and then the cache is the virtual storage device. They all store data temporarily. Okay, another basic function is output. Display or send processed information through devices like monitor, printers, and other devices. We have projectors, a lot, speakers. You can hear sound through the speaker. Yeah, you can see the letter you are typing on the screen. Yes, the reason why I didn't use the monitor and I use screen, sometimes you might be using your phone. When I say monitor, you say, by my phone I don't have any monitor. Yes, you have screen. Yes, you have screen on it. A guy has asked me that question before. That's why, yes. So your phone screen become the output medium, and at the same time input, because the touch, the sensor that receives whatever you are typing, the virtual keyboard, the keyboard is on the screen. The screen to have a sensor that receives input. Knowing all this, when your computer does not process, that means it's not a computer. When your so-called machine does not receive input, it's not a computer, because computer need all these four functionalities before we can classify it as a computer. You say, oh, the robot's there, the robot going. Yeah, some robots are not computers. Yes, we have 6th generational computers, which is now coming out as computers. Yes, we have those computers there, but majority of the robots are not computers. Yeah, though it has been programmed on a certain computer. We have a workstation machine there that is controlling all the systems. So the software written on the workstation controlling the robots is what is making the robot accomplish a task. Yes. So if you go to, let's say, a factory that produces cars, you see robots picking this one there, picking this one there. Yes, we have a system, a computer that has been connected to those robots, and then the computer has been programmed to force the robot to do something. So let's come back to types of computers. We have different types of computers. Yes, we have different types of computers. We can classify computers based on their capacity, their speed, a lot. So our first type of computer I want us to see is the supercomputers. So supercomputer, this one has the high capacity. It is the best computer in terms of capacity. When I say capacity, we have the storage capacity, the speed, the other side. But when we say a super, even the name itself describes it. The supercomputers, they are the powerful machines for complex tasks and scientific research or weather forecasting. They are very powerful in terms of storage, in terms of speed. They are very powerful computers. Okay, the next computer I want us to look is the mainframe computers. The mainframe, used in large organizations for bulk data processing and management. Yes, these mainframe computers, some big organizations cannot use this desktop computer to manage all the organizations. The banks, yes, you see one bank having different branches, managing all the data. The data from this branch, data from this branch, that branch. Yes, a single desktop computer cannot perform that action unless you use the either the supercomputer or the mainframe computer. So the mainframe computer becomes the next brother of the the supercomputer. Nini aketwa. Yes, that's the Nini aketwa. The younger brother, yes. Okay, let's go to personal computers. The